Well, good morning. You join me once again in lovely Darlington. It's a beautiful morning, birds are singing, clear sky, and I'm once again doing another Audax. This time a little bit longer than last time. It's 600, and it's not pronounced Slaithwaite. Apparently it's Slawit 600. It's got lots of climbing, and the last bit's a bit flat, so should be interesting to say the least. Forecast is incredibly dry, sunny. Have to get the sun cream on today, so let's see how we get on. Low force. It's a stunning valley, this.
May the force be with you.
Well, Teesdale is looking fantastic this morning. Yeah, lucky to be riding here, I tell you. Just past the 400-meter mark, and I believe the high point is 600 meters, so still a bit of climbing to go over Yad Moss. Well, I'm 3 hours in, and I have just passed the 50-kilometer mark, so only doing about 16 to 17 kilometers an hour on average, and 460 meters on the altimeter there, so another 140 meters of ascent to go. Feeling fine. It's getting warm. I think the sun will probably break through. This is the view. The poles have just started appearing at the side of the road, so this is a good sign that this gets snowed in winter. One of those classic derelict looking buildings at the side of the road, of which there are many in this area. Like that one there, for example. Yeah, so it's a bit of a grind, but the views make it all worthwhile. So enjoy the ride so far. Okay, so there's a photograph of me in 2017 taken from behind. I think it appeared in a Rive during the LEL, and this I think is more or less the spot where it was taken by a German chap who lived in London, who later went to live in Germany, I think. Nice guy. I think his name might have been Olaf or Ivor. So currently at 564 meters, so obviously getting pretty close to the top now, not quite there. Don't think I'll have a dance at the top, but I might have a croissant. So here's the view from the top, 580 meters. I'm not sure if it'll get any higher. I saw an observatory just around the corner from here, which looks like the one that appears in the Knock Von 2. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's like a golf ball stuck on top of the woods. Anyway, I think that's this morning's climbing over. I've got Shap to look forward to this afternoon. Best crack on. There's that golf ball on the top. It's pretty much straight ahead. Okay, just top 600 meters. The roads are littered with anything that's got a noisy exhaust pipe, Porsches, motorbikes. Looks like it might go a wee bit higher still, but I think I can say that I've well and truly done Yad Moss now. Okay, 60 kilometers in. That's 10% of the ride. Just on the descent of Yad Moss. Managed to get up to 603 meters. But look at those views. It looks like the sun is shining in Cumbria, which is where I'm headed. Yeehaw! Here's situation update. I left Brampton with I reckon 40 minutes in hand, having necked a prawn salad, pasta salad, croissant and some water, and then immediately decided to press on to the next leg, which will take me over Shap and to Carnforth, which is the next control at about 200 kilometers. So I'm currently on this very nice road. It's one I've used before in the opposite direction when I did my DIY 900k ride from Land's End to Gateshead, which is obviously, I'm sure you realise, the cultural centre of the north, with Sage Gateshead and the Baltic Flour Mill modern art gallery and so on. So when I came on the road last time, it was the middle of the night. I was kind of suffering, and I just remember being overtaken by this combine harvester with all these blazing lights. I mean, it lit up the countryside for miles around, and it swept past me down this pitchback lane and made its way to Castle Carrick. And well, I made the rest of that ride, but it got even harder after that. So feeling pretty positive, and of course we've got Shap to encounter next, so see how it goes. There, have a look at these views again, eh? Well, how's that for a view? I saw somewhere called ended with wait, and I thought Thwaite, and I thought that sounds like the Lake District. So we're heading towards the Lake District now. We're well into Cumbria, and look at those views. Is it any wonder it's called Eden Valley? That's the River Eden at Armathwaite. I think that's the entrance to Lowther Castle, I think. I've just passed through Brough and they're resurfacing the road. I was alright, I just walked through. I got through, no bother. Yeah, so got about 140k of the ride done. Got 10 hours to do 150 kilometers, and I estimate that I should be, depending on where I am on Shap, I'll definitely be ahead of that time. Maybe I'll even be maybe an hour ahead, which is going to be really good because I was only 40 minutes ahead before. Anyway, I will keep you posted. It's a long way to go yet. Although 150 is sort of a quarter way round, so it's something to be really pleased about. Okay, I'm still on the A6, approaching Shap. I've done 150 kilometers and it's 13 minutes to 4, which means at the moment I'm at 1 hour and 13 minutes or 73 minutes ahead of schedule, which is a little bit better than I was at Brampton, but obviously I now have to clamber up Shap. obviously going to lose a bit of time climbing up Shap, but I'm quite pleased that I've got 73 minutes at this stage, which is 25% of the way through the ride. That's Shap straight ahead. Notice the broody clouds. I'm not going to do a dance at the bottom of the hill, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, and start the climb. Okay, well, I'm at about 430 meters. I think that's probably the top of Shap. Behind me is the body, and these are the views. The road has been pretty busy actually. I thought it would be a bit quieter than this, but everybody wants to get their car out and see if they can get it up a hill, I suppose. So, good on them, and good on me, because I'm 2/5 of the way through the climbing, and still a fair way to go actually on the old distance, but getting there and plodding on. Who would like a downhill video going down Shap? Yeah! Well, getting some nice lanes. I thought for a moment that I'd ended up on a Mark Rigby ride, but it's still organised from Darlington, thanks to Dean Clementson, and he's thoughtfully put in these lovely lanes, which is just the job after spending most of the day on busy roads with motorbikes flying past and cars whizzing by. So Thank you. Yeah, nice way to ease into the evening. Nice views. So I left Cornforth with 1 hour and 25 minutes in hand, which is 85 minutes. So I went from 30 at Brampton up to 85 at Cornforth, with that mid-checkpoint 77 at the 150 kilometre mark. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of time in hand, not a massive amount. Now on the way to Settle. Tell you what, I hope my stomach settles after I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, a load of Pringles, and earlier on I managed to get a 4-pack of Bounties, you know, the double Bounties. I scoffed 4 of them, like the 4 little ones, so that's half the pack, and I had a Coke, and that got me over Shap. So I'm just cruising along now. These are nice rolling roads. Hopefully it stays like this to Settle. Catch you later. How lovely is that, eh? Sometimes you've got to stop and smell the flowers, or in this case, the cleanliness of the water. Not bad views. I just thought I'd share them with you. Some pretty sizable hills there, just going behind the trees. So, what do you think of the views, eh? I thought I'd just stop before the sun disappeared, and the light is so special at this time of night, just before everything gets a bit quieter, everything's getting ready for the evening, and yeah, absolutely stunning, isn't it? And yeah, feeling good. I'm enjoying this. It's beautiful. So hopefully things are going to go smoothly through the night section, and I'll give you an update overnight. Bye. Well, that's not necessarily a good sign when you see big rocks like that next to the road. So it probably means that you've been doing a bit of climbing. And who on earth is Eldroth? Smells like a witch or something. It's got a sort of a druidy feel around about it, this place. making our way to Settle. Beautiful part of the world. Very nice. I think this is going to be the last clips before the night, so make the most of it. Hi, it's 23 minutes past 1 in the morning, and I've just reached my next milestone, which is the halfway mark, 300 kilometers. So the cut-off time for that would be 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm 26:86. I'm 86 minutes ahead of that, so it's given me a bit of a buffer, maybe not as much as I'd like, but still ahead of the curve at this stage. Feeling pretty tired. Plan to get to Woolly Edge services on the M1, which is about 360 kilometers, 364 kilometers, and get some rest there. Got a control before then. That's it. I've got no idea where that is, but quite nice. All those lights sprawling on the valley. I'm suffering now. I think I'm running out of time. The hills are getting me. It's a shame because most of the climbing is done. I've got 4,100, nearly 4,200 noted, and I think there's 5,000. But that last little bit is paying a heavy price. Okay, so that was about 400 meters that ascent to Stand Edge, Saddleworth Moor. Just about to go down. You see the sky is brightening up now. Okay, situation report. So it's now day 2, excuse me, and I'm no longer within time. What I decided to do was stay in a travel lodge at an M1 services and get a frog in my throat, and I just didn't have enough time in hand to continue riding safely after 24 hours of pretty much non-stop riding. So instead I had a few hours in the travel lodge and got myself pulled around, and I'm now just continuing the rest of the route without the pressure of having to get around the controls in time. Hopefully the roads are going to be a bit quieter now that I've got away from the M1. That last road was pretty horrendous, and this is the nice view that greets me. But I think, well, this is some sort of cycle route that we're on now. Elderflowers are just coming into season. Could be some elderflower wine soon. Okay, so better to have had a go and not succeeded than not to have had a go at all. I have got form with these hilly rides. I tried Brimstone 600 twice, and both times I didn't complete in time, although I did complete the route. So hopefully you're just going to enjoy the nice sunny day and make the most of this journey. Okay, keep you updated. Bye. After driving on some pretty busy roads, I mean like horrendously busy roads, I saw a sign which announced that I was in the vicinity of Doncaster, and I remember that there are trains on the main line between Doncaster and Darlington, and something snapped within me and I thought, that sounds like a good idea. So although it's a lovely hot sunny day and all the rest of it, I've still done a 400-mile bike ride, and I think I'll go back home and put this one down to the memory bank of things to learn. It's been an interesting ride. It started off interesting, not least because I turned up one day late, and I saw some lovely places. Yeah, can't complain. And this is lovely, this this route into Doncaster, which Google found for me, very nice. So yeah, looking forward to getting back home and sticking my feet up, washing the bike, oiling the chain, and thinking about what to do next. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this one. You know, they don't always end up being a glowing success, but there are many positives to take away from this ride, and I'm very glad I did it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.